Hello everyone, I just got done seeing Halloween Kills on Peacock, and what can I say? This film kills it for the season of Halloween. This is a film for those who feel safe to go to the movie theaters or those who can go to the movie theaters. This is going to be quite an experience, especially with an audience. This is a sequel to 2018's film Halloween, and it continues directly from it. It's pretty much like the way Halloween 2 from 1981 was to the 78 original. And before I continue with my thoughts and kind of semi-review, I have to say this. The critics are full of it for saying this is too scary and too violent. It's a horror film. It's Michael fucking Myers. What do you expect? I just had to get that out there. But overall, David Gordon Green comes back to direct this installment. We also have Jamie Lee Curtis, Judy Greer, and Andi Matichak return, as well as some faces from the past. And I have to say, I love how this film ties to the 78 original. You know, 2018 was one of those kind of like requels in the reboot genre of horror films lately, and with requels in Hollywood. And, you know, the timeline can be quite convoluted for newcomers. Me personally, I like ending it with the H20 storyline and not going to Resurrection, but like ending it there. And I do sort of miss the Laurie Strode, Michael Myers brother-sister connection. I do miss that and kind of like the Devil Cult of like the Rose trilogy, you know. But overall, I like how they brought Michael Myers back to basics in the 2018 film, you know. He's kind of an enigma. He's mysterious. You don't know too much about him. And that was quite the showdown. And I was just kind of curious how they were going to continue it. And they actually do continue it in a pretty plausible way. And this film raises the stakes. What can I say? This is like the Empire Strikes Back of Halloween films. It really is. I'm just kind of godsmacked after seeing this film, especially in the third act. It has like one of the most shocking like final acts probably since Halloween 4 in my view. Like it hasn't been since Halloween 4 where like the movie ended and I was just like, holy shit. That was crazy. I wonder what's going to happen next after that, you know? But overall, it does tie in to the 78 film. We get, without going too much into spoilers, we do get flashbacks and scenes that are from the other movies. And I really love how they kind of interwove all those scenes with our present day storyline, you know. It's really great how they did it. And this, unlike the 2018 film, feels more like the 78 film visually. The score, again, is great by John Carpenter and Cody Carpenter. I love the score to this. Like, John Carpenter's music elevates anything, and the fact that he got brought back to do the score for Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills makes it feel like a true Halloween film. In many ways, though, this also kind of reminds me of Halloween 2, because the majority of the time we do spend our viewing time with Laurie Strode in a hospital, and it kind of gave me some Halloween 2 vibes. But one thing this film does that I absolutely dig is that it creates a town mentality to kill Michael. The entire town is after him now. It's not just Laurie Strode. Like, it's the entire town. And that can be great. But then also, as we can see, sometimes people can get pretty stupid when they're afraid or angry, and that creates chaos. And we get to see that in Haddonfield with this film. Sometimes a mob mentality isn't the best thing. Sometimes it actually creates bigger monsters than Michael Myers himself. And I really love how the film explores that. And there's a lot of like smaller characters that are seen in 2018 that play a larger role in this film. And this is going to be a great film to have in a double feature, even a triple feature with Halloween 2018, and this film. Like, it'd be a good double/triple feature. But overall, as far as a daughter goes, I love Judy Greer in this. She was awesome at the end of Halloween 2018, and I do miss the actor who played her in the original films with the Jamie Lloyd, you know. I do miss that, but she really kind of wins me over in this film. I liked her in the other one, but this one I'm like, yeah, she did a great job, and it's just like, whoa. Andi Matichak, I can't wait to see what she does next in other films, but also in the Halloween franchise. It's going to be very interesting seeing where they take her character. And also Jamie Lee Curtis, because in this film, she kind of takes a bit more of a back seat. So they're definitely setting up for a trilogy closer with Halloween Ends. And it kind of sucks that there is COVID, because I would have loved to see these back to back. Like, it would have come out this year, but there's a silver lining. We get to see Halloween Kills in theaters and on streaming. And I have to say, it was pretty good on streaming. Halloween 2018 was the first film of Halloween that I saw in theaters, but all the other ones I've seen on VHS and AMC and then later on Blu-ray. So, like, that's been kind of my viewing experience as a moviegoer and a fan of the Halloween franchise. It has been at home, so it felt great. I had my lights off, put the orange neon light on for Halloween. I kind of wish they would go back to the intro of like the original Halloween 2 from 81, but overall, Michael is on a warpath. He is pissed. He shows no remorse, no discrimination. Michael Myers does what he does best, is evil incarnate that is just impending his wrath on Haddonfield. But overall, if I had to give it a score, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5 and an A-. This was an excellent film. I heard that David Gordon Green's going to have an extended ending on the Blu-ray. I cannot wait to see that. I don't know how fans are going to feel. Some people might feel divided if they got into it with 2018. Other hardcore fans, they have their preferences. They like some more than others. But I think they're going to dig this with Michael. And it's not too much of a departure from what we've seen Michael do in previous films, you know. There's like, it's too violent. I'm like, this is kind of like Rob Zombie in Halloween 4, Michael. A little bit of Halloween 6 with the sinister nature of his kills. But overall, I really enjoyed it, considering this is the second part of a 3-part trilogy, or a quadrilogy if you count 78. So overall, this is one of my favorite movies of the year, and I actually didn't think I was excited to see this, because like I was excited to see it last year, got delayed. It's Halloween, but I was like, I'm not feeling it. And I have to say, I really enjoyed this film. So any hardcore horror film aficionados, I think you're going to really dig this movie. And everybody gives great performances. A little bit of the humor here and there, but not as much as 2018. And I also love that they didn't have any stupid twist like that Dr. Zartane twist in 2018, because that took me out of it. This one is really more refined. And they do pay off a lot of stuff that was set up in 2018. This feels like a Halloween film with no remorse. Again, like I said earlier, Empire Strikes Back with Halloween. So those are my brief thoughts and review of the film. If you're a fan of this franchise, I recommend checking it out. Feel free to comment below, although no spoilers, unless you want to. But I advise against spoilers, because there's a lot of stuff that happens here that I kind of want to talk about. I'm going to probably watch some other videos with spoiler reviews, but it's just holy shit. Anyway, feel free to subscribe for more videos and check out these other Halloween-related videos for more content. I may do a ranking later down the road when I get my computer fixed, maybe when the Blu-ray is out. I don't know. I'm going to get me a new computer so I can stop editing on the iPhone and stop having video game streams. We can get back to movie-related stuff. But overall, I hope everyone stays safe and healthy out there. Let me know down in the comments below, what did you think of Halloween Kills? And yeah, may you all have a happy Halloween.